Hey guys, I arrived in Vietnam 2 days ago. I flew into Hanoi. As many of you know, I have been to Vietnam before, and last time I didn't really enjoy it. I don't know how to describe it. Like, no offense to Vietnam, I just don't like the vibe. I don't know how to explain it. There's something off with the vibe. It doesn't make me feel good. Like, I still had fun last time, I just didn't feel happy all of the time. And I thought maybe it's just because I'm in the south, everyone raves about the north. I decided to come back to the north. I was going to come to Hanoi, I was going to do the Ha Giang Loop, maybe Ha Long Bay, but no. I literally arrived in Hanoi, woke up the next morning feeling exactly the same as I did in the south. I literally felt sad. I didn't want to get out of bed. There's just something about the air in Vietnam that doesn't make me feel okay. So after lying in bed until almost midday yesterday, I spoke to a girl in my room and she was going to Ninh Binh. And I was like, can I come with you? And here I am. I'm in Ninh Binh. So today, I'm on a mission to see some things in Ninh Binh. Then I'm going to go back to Hanoi. I'm going to see some things in Hanoi. And then I'm going to fly to Malaysia, back to Georgetown, the place I've already been twice. But this time it's for a good reason. Because my best friend Antonia, who I started travelling with in the first place, it's her birthday in 3 days. And I told her that I'm going to do the Ha Giang Loop. So I'm literally getting a flight to Malaysia tomorrow. And I'm going to surprise her. This is Ninh Binh. It looks very cool. There's lots of mountains. So I already had a flight booked to Malaysia at the end of the month. And luckily with AirAsia you can change the date of the flight, you just have to pay the difference, which wasn't a lot. I can do that. At the end of the day, I know I'm not going to be happy here. I have to do what's best for me, what's best for my mental health. Even though I might be missing out on the Ha Giang Loop and a few other places this time, I can always come back to Vietnam and do those. So the moral of the story is, you have to do what's best for yourself, even though it may sound a bit crazy to other people. I arrived in Vietnam 2 days ago and I'm leaving again tomorrow. So Ninh Binh is about an hour and a half away from Hanoi. It's very countryside here, lots of mountains. Today I'm gonna head to Bich Dong temple. These mountains are so cool. I literally got to the end of the road and it's right here. There's literally no one here. Absolutely no one. Crazy. I literally just had to wait around for a few minutes for someone to arrive so they could take a picture of me. This is crazy. Literally by a cliff. I love these temples where it just keeps going back and back and back. And there's way more than you thought. I did not expect to be climbing a mountain today. I made it to the top, just having a little rest. This reminds me of China, where the temples just go back up a mountain. It's so cool. And this view is amazing.
Okay.
I was asking so many people to take pictures of me. I was showing them examples of the angles that I wanted. I already took a picture and I was like, please stand here. And then it would have been the perfect picture. They kept zooming in. Just take the picture how I told you to. I think this is a sign that I need to buy a tripod because I can't deal with people taking pictures of me. I'm actually so glad I came here on this spontaneous trip with someone that I just met at my hostel. That temple. It was probably the best thing I've seen in Vietnam. Maybe I'm just completely wrong and I'm getting the wrong experience of Vietnam, but this has made up for it. Just bought some postcards off a man. It's getting me my change. That was so funny. That guy came up to me on the way when I was walking there and I was like, no, I don't want postcards, sorry. And then he came up to me again while I was taking those videos and I was like, you know what? It's like £2. I have this Vietnamese cash now that I need to spend before I leave the country. So I bought a pack of postcards and then he asked for a selfie. Just stumbled across a very cute spot in the middle of town. I just had some veg fried rice with tofu. It was very nice. And I'm gonna head back to the hostel now to get my bus to Hanoi. It's literally only 12, it's midday. I feel like I've been awake for hours. Just got back to my hostel. It's literally 2:45. So I have the rest of the afternoon and the evening to go explore Hanoi. So literally right outside my hostel, this is St. Joseph Cathedral. This is definitely the kind of place you just have to wander around and get lost. I've walked right up to the train tracks and there's some cool street art here that I'm gonna check out. Dog is tiny. Since I'm right by the train tracks, it only makes sense to go see the famous train street. Loads of police just arrived and everyone had to leave. I guess the street is actually closed, but at least I managed to sit there for a little bit, got some cute pictures. I think I'm just going to carry on walking around, have a wander. It's traffic in Hanoi, it's horrible. Like out of everywhere in Asia, I feel like I'm going to get hit by a bike for most of this place. I just walked up 4 flights of stairs. I thought this place was quite small, but it's very big. I'm going to get a banh mi. It's a very traditional Vietnamese food. It's like a baguette, and there's a vegan banh mi place just around the corner. So I came here before and I had vegan spaghetti bolognese, and this time I ordered the banh mi because it's my last night in Vietnam. I haven't even had a banh mi yet. Imagine if it ends up being like the best food ever. And this is probably one of the last times I get to try it. This place is so cute. I can't believe this is my first banh mi. So I got the one with like vegan meat in it. I'm not really sure. It's pretty good. I'm not like in love with it, but it's okay. It's funny because everywhere I go I think there's not that many tourists, and then I come to like the main street and it's like all the tourists are gathered in this one street in every city. I don't know why I'm going down here. Beer Street. Hello. I knew Beer Street was going to be wild, but that was mental. Like, a guy literally grabbed my arm to get me to go in his bar, and I was like, no. It's currently 4 p.m. and I made it to Kuala Lumpur, and I'm waiting for my flight to Penang, and I've been awake since 5:50 a.m. I found a quiet spot on the floor. Like, this area is completely empty, so I'm gonna try and sleep for a bit because I'm dying. And also I've been messaging Antonia all day saying, oh my god, I'm on the bus to the Hajang loop. And she's like, just come here instead. And I'm like, I wish I could. I'm gonna see her in like 3 hours.
Right, wait, I was just going to say that if you look round next to you, now, just look round. Oh god. No, she wasn't.